If you ride long enough, you'll hear this line. There are old riders and bold riders, but no old, bold riders. Today, we're closing the gap between what riders think is fine and what actually gets people hurt. I'm breaking down 13 things you should never do on a motorcycle, and the simple fixes that make you safer, smoother, and way more confident. Stick around, because number 7 is the silent killer almost nobody talks about, and number 13 is the mistake that can total your bike at 5 miles an hour. Before we dive in, let's bust a myth. Most crashes don't come from crazy riding. They come from small lapses in attention, sloppy habits, and avoidable decisions that compound at the worst time. The good news? These are fixable. Think of this as a pre-ride tune-up for your brain and your bike life. Number 1. Never ride without a plan to be seen. Dress for the slide, not the ride is true. But here's the overlooked half. Dress to be seen. All black gear at dusk, matte helmet with no reflective surfaces. You're basically cloaking yourself. Drivers don't hit what they see, they hit what they never noticed. What to do instead? Choose a high-contrast helmet, add reflective piping or decals, and run a high-vis element, vest, gloves, or a backpack cover, especially in low light. Keep your low beams on and consider auxiliary lights aimed low to create a light triangle. Your goal isn't fashion, it's detection. Number 2, never stare where you don't want to go. Target fixation is real. You see gravel mid-corner, a pothole, or a car creeping out, and your eyes lock on the threat. Your bike follows your eyes, and suddenly the hazard you feared becomes the hazard you hit. What to do instead? Eyes up, chin pointed to your exit, and scan past the problem. Use the C-loop. Search, evaluate, execute. Spot it, note it, and immediately look where you want the bike to go. Your hands follow your vision. Number 3, never cover only one brake. 2 common sins. Only covering the front brake in traffic, or worse, not covering any brake at all. In the city, milliseconds matter. If your fingers aren't already on the lever, your reaction time starts late. What to do instead? In dense traffic and at intersections, cover the front brake with 2 fingers. And keep your right foot hovering, ready on the rear. Practice progressive squeeze up front and light preload on the rear to settle the chassis. Brakes are a dimmer, not a switch. Number 4, never enter a corner faster than you can see to stop. This is the one that writes off bikes in the canyons. You charge into a blind left, discover gravel or a stalled car, and you've used up your options. If you can't stop in the distance you can see, you're riding on hope, not skill. What to do instead? Slow in, fast out. Set your entry speed before the turn. Eyes to the exit. If you can't see it, assume the worst and keep some lean angle and throttle in reserve. On unfamiliar roads, bias for caution. On your home roads, don't let familiarity breed speed. Number 5, never ride tired, angry, or distracted. Your brain is your primary safety system. Fatigue shrinks your situational awareness. Anger shortens your fuse, and distraction destroys your read of traffic flow. The first thing to go is judgment, the second is smoothness. What to do instead? Adopt a go, no-go checklist. If you're sleep-deprived, stressed, or mentally elsewhere, take the cage or shorten the ride. If you must ride, slow down, add following distance, and build a buffer behind your decisions. Hydrate, snack, and reset every hour. Number 6, never assume they see you, especially on left turns. The classic kill shot. A car turns left across your path. You had the right of way, you were wearing gear. Still, they didn't see you. Headlights alone don't guarantee perception. What to do instead? Assume invisibility. On approach, roll off 2 to 3 miles per hour, cover the brakes, and weave a slight, smidzy swerve to create motion in their visual field. Make eye contact, but don't trust it. Position away from the turner's bumper line and have an escape route pre-selected. Number 7, never ride with stale eyes. Here's the quiet killer. You ride on autopilot, staring 2-3 seconds ahead, checking mirrors once a minute and letting your brain filter most of the road away. You feel relaxed, right up until something surprises you. What to do instead? Upgrade your visual routine. Look 12 to 15 seconds ahead, mirror check every 5 to 8 seconds, and run micro "what's the worst here" predictions. Call out hazards in your head. Van at cross street, truck blocking sightline, shiny patch mid-lane. This keeps your brain online and primed. Number 8, never ride tires or brakes you haven't checked. A shocking number of crashes start with equipment that would have failed a 60-second inspection. Low tire pressure wrecks handling and stopping distance. Glazed pads and low fluid stretch braking. A loose chain destabilizes drive. What to do instead? Quick pre-ride check, T-clock style. Tires, pressure, and tread. Controls, levers, switches. Lights, all on, all bright. Oil and fluids, levels and range. Chassis, chain, sprocket tension, no leaks. Stands up and secure. This takes 2 minutes and pays all day. Number 9. Never lane split blind or angry. Lane sharing can be safer than sitting in traffic when done with discipline. The danger spikes when you blast between lanes at big deltas or thread blind gaps near exits. Add frustration and you start gambling. What to do instead? Keep the speed differential small. Think 10-15 miles per hour over traffic max. Favor the lane split between the two fastest moving lanes. Watch for head swivels, wheel angles, and gaps forming near exits. Cover the brakes, 2 fingers on the lever. If your gut says no, back off. Ego has totaled a lot of motorcycles. Number 10. Never ride someone else's pace. Group rides breed peer pressure. You get pulled beyond your comfort by riders who know the route, the corner radii, and their machines. You hang on until you don't. What to do instead? Ride your plan, not their speed. Set spacing so you can run your own line, agree on rally points, and let faster riders go. The right group culture celebrates smooth and safe, not fastest to the cafe. If the vibe turns hot, back out. The only trophy is getting home. Number 11. Never grab a handful mid-corner. Panic braking when leaned over stands the bike up and widens your line, straight toward oncoming. Many riders freeze, chop the throttle, grab front brake, and ride the bad line into trouble. What to do instead? Practice trail braking and throttle control in safe places. If you're too hot mid-corner, gently ease more lean if you have traction left, look through the turn, and apply a light progressive brake to tighten your line. Smooth inputs save margins, panic inputs erase them. Number 12. Never skip gear. Just this once. Crashes don't schedule themselves for your armored days. The short trip to the store, the quick coffee run, those are the rides where low speed falls and surprise hits chew skin and shatter ankles. What to do instead? Make gear automatic. Helmet, gloves, ankle covering boots, abrasion resistant jacket and pants with armor. Hot day, mesh or ventilated armor. Cold day, layer under protective shells. Convenience shouldn't outrank bone and skin. Number 13. Never park or stop without a stability check. Here's the low-speed heartbreaker. You finish a perfect ride, then dump the bike at a gas station because of a tilted surface, a soft shoulder, or a locked bar at full turn. It's embarrassing, expensive, and entirely preventable. What to do instead? Read the ground before you commit. Angle slightly uphill if you can, check the kickstand footprint, and put the bike in gear when parked to prevent roll-offs. When U-turning or pulling into tight spaces, keep a little momentum, clutch at the friction zone, and eyes up. If the surface is sketchy, step off and walk it. The intersections that bite. Zooming in for a moment, most multi-vehicle motorcycle crashes happen at intersections. Never blast the first second of green. Count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, scan left, right, left, and enter with brakes covered. If you're turning left without a protected arrow, do not commit if you can't clear the gap without drama. If the car across from you is turning right on red, assume they'll roll when you do. Weather, never pretend physics don't apply. Rain, fog, wind, or that San Francisco drizzle that makes oil float on top of the lane, these change your grip, your visibility, and your stopping distance. Don't ride like it's dry. What to do instead? Smooth everything. Double your following distance. Avoid painted lines, metal plates, and leaf piles. In heavy wind, loosen your arms, drop a gear, and lean your torso slightly into gusts while keeping the bike neutral. In fog, increase conspicuity, high vis, aux lights low, and ride to your sight distance. Night riding. Never overdrive your headlight. At night, your braking distance can exceed what your headlight reveals. Add tinted visors, tired eyes, and wildlife, and you're outriding your information. What to do instead? Clear visor or clear insert after dark. Clean your headlight lens. Reduce speed to stay within illuminated stopping distance. Scan for headlight glints that indicate animals. Use high beam when legal and safe. Dip early for oncoming traffic to avoid blinding drivers right when you need them to see you. Never neglect your mindset. The most dangerous sentence in motorcycling might be, "I've got it." Complacency sneaks in after a few clean seasons. Skills that aren't refreshed degrade quietly. What to do instead? Take a refresher course every couple years. Practice emergency stops and swerves in empty lots. And ride with someone better than you who values safety over swagger. Keep learning. Curiosity keeps you alive. The fix framework, simple habits that stack. Every never has an antidote. Think of these as your daily stack. See more than you used to, slow sooner than you think, smooth every input, space yourself out, and signal your presence. Choose visibility, choose margin, choose humility. That's not dull writing, it's precision writing. The side effect is confidence that lasts. The 1-minute pre-ride ritual. Before you roll, gear on, visor clean, quick T-clocks glance, mirrors set, route in mind, attitude checked. Ask, what's my risk today? City, left turns and lane changes. Canyons, corners and gravel. Rain, traction and sightlines. Set your brain to hunt those risks, then go enjoy the ride. You don't need luck to be a lifelong rider. You need habits. Never ride invisible. Never outrun your sightline. Never bet your life on someone else's attention. Do the small things relentlessly, and the big scary moments show up less. And when they do, you'll be ready. If this opened your eyes, drop a comment with the never you've seen most on your roads and the fix you're committing to today. If you want a printable pre-ride checklist and a parking stability cheat sheet, say checklist, and I'll share it in the next video description. Ride smart, ride smooth, and I'll see you in the next one, where we'll break down 5 mods that actually improve control and 2 that are just expensive noise.